Hey everybody, welcome to the No Pants Podcast, episode 002, with my friend Alex Chod. Alex sings for a band called Wonder Bitch here in Austin, Texas, and he also has a few online projects. One is a video sketch show on YouTube called Bobby's Video Zone, and he is also launching a podcast here pretty soon called The Ordinary Life, and I imagine you'll be able to find that on all the internet locations. I'll actually get that info from him and we'll put it out over social media here pretty soon. But we had a great time. We talked about 78 different things. I think we covered maybe every topic in the world, but it was really fun, and it was really cool getting to hang out with him and just kind of shoot the shit and spend a good chunk of Sunday afternoon. So here we are. Enjoy. Alex Chod, how's it going, man?
Hello.
I called you Chod a second ago.
Yes, and it brought me,
you didn't hear that because we deleted it.
It brought me back to high school very quickly.
Very, very quickly. That's cruel.
Some people think that's my name, and it's okay. I did nothing I can fucking do, but I can change my name, but maybe someday.
In adulthood, you can't really correct them very quickly. You just have to let them do it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up for parents, and because your kid's gonna go through high school at some point.
But my parents didn't know that that wasn't a baby boomer word.
Oh,
you know? So it's like
that wasn't actually a thing. They weren't sick bastards like we are.
Uh-huh.
We're way sicker than our parents.
Yeah, they say something they think is naughty, and it's like corny. It's like, oh, look at those cans.
Oh, I'd like to stick it in her hairy bingle bangle.
Oh, that's so dark.
That's creepy. Yeah. That's creepy as shit.
How's it? Don't give it a cute name.
That's worse than actually saying, The British don't care, though. The British don't give a shit. They'll just say it. Nudity in the commercials.
Really?
Yeah.
But then they have dead babies on the cigarettes.
Yeah, that's it.
So
they have it switched around. Like the British will just switch around stuff and be like, well, we could put tits in the commercials, but you can't smoke cigarettes. It's a little. I like it better that way.
Can't.
How you doing, man?
Good. I was talking to Andrew here before we started. I went to La Madeleine Country French Cafe for breakfast because I know they have like some stuff that I might eat. But so I got there. I said I have to throw this out there, and it's like basically they want you to think it's super French, and it's like. Mm-hmm. I think someone just went to the French area of Epcot and has never been to France, and they came home and they're like, I know everything about French cuisine. Oh, wait, I better watch Ratatouille real quick. Okay, now I know everything about French cuisine.
Yeah.
I'm going to start a restaurant. Like, they made it look like cartoon France on the inside.
Yeah, it's really cartoonish. I think the fact that they're in every strip mall in America doesn't help either.
Yeah, I don't know where they came from. It just kind of happened.
It's like Tex-Mex, but for French food.
Yeah.
They're like, we got crepes.
I don't even think they have crepes. They have like
they don't have crepes.
They have like salads for kind of marketed towards women, like strawberry, cranberry salad.
Panera's got them beat on that shit.
Yeah,
Panera.
It's kind of like Panera, but with a French cartoon vibe. I'm
gonna say Panera because it's easier to fucking say. Panera. Oh no, man.
Panera.
Yeah, they got them beat on the chick food.
Yeah,
like La Madeleine's like definitely second in line for that shit. They're not real French.
They got like rolling pins all over the back wall, like we need extra rolling pins for our dough that we get shipped in.
The door just makes the French sound instead of a bell. So you open it out. Okay, I'm leaving. Like, man, you got a weird door there, man.
I apologize to anyone. I will be going to France in September, so I apologize to anyone that's doing their research on my band by listening to this podcast.
Oh yeah.
And they're French. We were ironically making fun of the American cartoon version of French people. We do not actually think that you make that sound.
Alex's opinions on the French do not represent Wonder Bitch as a whole.
They're not opinions.
No, they're not opinions.
I'm just goofing.
They're poorly formed opinions.
Yeah.
Most opinions
for your entertainment.
There should be if people have poorly formed opinions, they should have to pay to put them on the internet.
Nice.
I was thinking about that the other day. The less informed your opinions are, the less access you should have to the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, give PhDs pretty much carte blanche on the internet.
It should check and see how many sources have you checked on your opinion? Like, because Google knows where you've been.
Yeah.
So it's like, did you go to the Democrat site? Did you go to the Republican site? Did you go to the Libertarian site? Did you go to like the Red Pill site?
Yeah.
Did you go to the feminist site?
Where did you get your shit opinions from?
Did you get them? Did you read all of them? Okay, now you can talk.
Right. Yeah. Don't just. That's got to be the. So, and I guess in a way, I'm anti-net neutrality, in that sense. Like, I'll be checking neutrality rules, and they're like, well, this is going to happen with net neutrality. I'm like, but will stupid people get to use the internet less? Because maybe they should. Maybe they should use the internet less. Maybe they should use it less until they figure out how to use it better. And then you let them back on, like, slowly.
Andrew Dalton for Internet King 2020.
I wish that was an office. That would be great.
Internet King, not even internet
No,
czar or
no,
director of the
just
internet.
king.
Internet King.
Yeah, that should be an office under the president.
Your Majesty.
I'm surprised Trump hasn't just made that an office yet.
I'm the Internet King.
I'm surprised he hasn't just started renaming office names just to suit his like simplified worldview better. He's like, yeah, you're Secretary of Defense, man.
You're the person who. Okay, on your door, I'm gonna put person who makes sure that everyone's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Are you doing a great job? Okay, good.
You're compliment guy.
Yeah.
He calls his chief of staff compliment guy. You just give me compliments.
Unless they're give me compliments and tell everyone else they're losers.
He literally calls his chief of staff yes man. You're my yes man.
I want to steer this away from Trump quickly.
Secretary of State. Yes. Well, you keep it light. I think you could keep it light in trusted hands.
Yeah.
I think there's some people that you can't mention it around because they'll go off on tirades.
True.
Yeah,
I got no tirade.
Yeah,
I'm just buckling down.
We're licensed internet users here. It's okay. We're artists.
Internet King has decreed. We can do this shit.
We're artists, so we have carte blanche as well.
Ooh.
That's a rule I just made up.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I think we should make a post, like a social post, like an artist is the only one who can truly tell the truth about like the world, like fucking like George Carlin, like Picasso.
I remember when I took myself very like way too seriously, like because there's a point where you take yourself, like if you're a musician or something like that and you're going through a phase, you're just like a lot of times you're just trying to figure it out when you're younger, and like I went through a phase where I took myself way too seriously, and it's also when people kind of started posting more on Facebook and whatnot, and so I would always post quotes about like what artists are, like John Coltrane.
Because you people clearly don't understand
what an artist is just conveying just conveying to people what you sense throughout the universe, like in like close quotes.
Because
John Coltrane.
They're just wasting away at their day-to-day lives, and they need you to tell them.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's some truth to that, but I mean, come on, who cares? Let's just have fun.
It's when you're in your early 20s. How old are you?
30.
You're 30, yeah. So 32. Here you go. Oh, well, I like it. I love it. I know how to do stuff. My penis still works, but also like I know how to do stuff. So it's a good. It's in the prime. You're in the prime, but like early 20s is funny for a lot of people because they will take themselves too seriously, and also like you ever go to a gathering where it's like a bunch of people in their 20s and like half of them are half of them are having anxiety attacks out in public. I'm like, what are you what are you doing, man? Like, go.
There's like a religion of anxiety right now. Not a religion, but like it's a subscription. It's like this thing that everyone. This is not. I don't want to say controversial, but this is like this is one of my like sticking point. Maybe I'm just an old man now, but I think people take their anxiety really seriously. Like they take it so seriously, and then they create a new problem.
I think
based on they're like, I have anxiety. This is a thing I have. It's a sickness.
Yes.
And then it's like, then they post on Facebook, 10 things you need to know about me because I have feelings.
I have I'm a thing. I think it's kind of like, I think there's legitimately people who have anxiety issues, but it's kind of like gluten intolerance or polygamy anyway. And it's like, I just need to be polyamorous. I think you're just a fucking slut. That's what I think. And that's okay. Just say just own it, And I think it's probably like that, maybe. Gluten intolerance is definitely like that.
Yeah, well, there's intolerance. Well, there's it started. I remember there was one kid in my elementary school, Walker, and he had celiac disease, so he couldn't eat bread, and we were like, damn, that sucks. And then like in college, like my girlfriend at the time said she all of a sudden had it, and then like all these other people started popping up, and then menus changed. And who knows? I never really had it. Like bread makes you fat, but like I never really experienced any. I can't speak for them, I guess.
I don't know. Bread definitely makes me fat. It made me very fat. I would like to give.
Shit's good though.
It's like, well, you're the one going to the French cafe, so.
Yeah. No, I knew it. It's my cheat day.
It's your
That's
cheat.
the other thing about being 30 is you get in the world of cheat days. And
Yeah.
as a guy, at least, I'm sure girls probably like to start earlier on their
Yeah,
health
yeah.
watch.
Oh man, it's easier when you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Mine is definitely helping me eat better. She's like, well, I'm gonna help you not be a fat piece of shit. She doesn't say that.
Yeah.
But
She cooks that.
yeah, that's the general. That's the general rule. No, I think we're together because I cook more. So she's like, well, because when you're a musician, that's one thing you got to do because you're always broke. So you're like, well,
Yeah.
I can't pay for like maybe a car, but I can cook for you. So that's what I got going on.
Nice.
And so you kind of make up for it that way.
I feel like we've talked about dishes that we were making to each other like a year ago, and we were both like, respect.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
probably better than me. I kind of just have my staples, but I'm good at my staples.
Cooking is the musician's side gig.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And a lot of times cooks are musicians, and it goes hand in hand. I don't know. It's kind of, yeah. Whenever I'm recording, I like to be at a studio that has a good kitchen. That's always fun.
Nice. Yeah,
Or
so you don't have to go out for like shit that's going to hurt while you're playing.
Yeah. I'm getting to the point where like food affects me, man. Like food, like how like whatever I eat is definitely going to affect how I feel for the rest of the day. Like I can't eat Taco Bell before 6 p.m. or at all. Usually,
That's one I can get away with. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just got to make sure you're not getting the stuff that's all fried. If you get like no chalupa, go gordita. It's still like
Yeah.
you're eating a bunch of dough, but
Yeah.
at least it's not deep like carcinogen dough.
Yeah, that shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But I remember the first time I had that, I was like, "This is legal. You can, you can deep fry a taco shell, and then put shit in it, and still eat it."
Now they're doing fried chicken. Wait, hold on. I was like, we're on this font website because we were talking about his graphic design.
Yeah.
And the banner ad at the top for Andrew Dalton. Speaking of this thing about cars, buy the new 2017 Maserati Ghibli, starting at $71,000. Who do they expect him to be on this?
I don't
site?
know. That ad's got to be based on my cookies and
Click on it.
internet
See what
data.
happens. If you
Let's
can.
go to the Maserati. Yeah, let's see. Definitely new tab. Fuck your.
Who knows where it's gonna take you?
Yeah.
Maserati.com. We can just check.
There's
out.
31 Maseratis around town.
Cool. Go ahead and add to cart.
Add to cart. Let's see here. Wait, confirm availability. There's no add to. Is there an add to cart? Is this like 75,000? There we go. That's not bad. That's pretty
I'm sure
doable.
I'm sure it's exactly what you were looking for. So we don't have to read about it. Just go ahead.
Maserati.
Add to cart.
Yeah, just go ahead and add to cart. The Maserati, when you want to feel like E from Entourage, just driving around Austin. There's probably a lot of guys that want to feel like E from Entourage.
Oh yeah.
That's why they actually have a Maserati dealership in Austin now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's probably a pretty nice car inside. I would get one if somebody was like, "You want
That's
a Maserati?"
a pretty nice car, E. How'd a guy like you get that car, E? Hey, fuck you, turtle. Hey, fuck you. It's like I used to do this. I used to do this like impression of that whole show. I kind of lost it, but
Yeah.
there's like 4 sentences you can say that wrap up the whole show from
Pretty
one
much
from
the
each
whole
character.
fucking show.
Hey, fuck you, turtle. I think she likes me pretty well.
I don't know.
She's just playing you, dude.
I'm gonna bang this broad, baby bro. I'll cook you breakfast, baby bro. That's
Yo,
so
V,
good.
you're gonna be in that movie. Man, I don't know. I'm pretty nervous. You got this. I thought we were, and then later, I thought we were friends. G, like what the hell?
And Vincent's like, I want to do an art house film. I'm like, Vincent, you should clearly just stick to what
Yeah.
Ari tells you to do, man. Just listen to Ari.
I
man.
feel like he was kind of trying to do like a McConaughey, but like 10 years earlier, and McConaughey actually did it.
Yeah.
Like he went from hunk to like doing real shit that everyone kind of likes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, totally. That's that was a weird show, man. That was like a
Yeah.
lot of fucking glitz and glamour. They were definitely like, this is what Hollywood's about. But at the same time, you're like, I think Hollywood's even less douchier than that. Maybe it's a little less douchey.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like a yeah.
I watched
It's the
it at
Gonzo version of
yeah.
Hollywood.
Well, I watched it at a time where I was also wearing like backwards white baseball
An
caps.
axe.
There was a point in my life where I wore a white baseball cap. I'm not proud of it. And also from a practicability standpoint, that didn't make much sense because it got dirty very quick, and I didn't have the time or the resources to clean it. And it just didn't make any sense. But now you watch that show and you're like, man, those guys are fucking douchey. Those guys are really
Yeah,
douchey.
I think you could sense it at the time, but the zeitgeist was a little more douchey then too, because
Yeah.
pre-recession, like guys were starting to wear like furry hoods and shit. Remember like when the Uggs and the furry, like not all guys, but like
pre-recession.
Where'd you grow up?
Houston.
And you went to college?
Yeah, in Houston. Yeah.
Okay.
Junior college is that? I don't even know. It was basically a second high school, but I guess it kind of still counts.
Yeah, in the Midwest, like before the recession, people were dressing like like the gaudy like baseball, like really expensive looking baseball caps or basketball whatever, and like these like North Faces with like literal fur hoods.
Yeah.
And like the Uggs and the sweat and like the tights, but yeah, I think I noticed like when the recession hit, everyone just started wearing like t-shirts, and then hipsters were also going like being super glamorous then too.
Yeah.
And then like because that's kind of when the mustache, like the twisty mustaches and the shit started showing up.
Yeah.
And then the recession hit, and everyone kind of just went back to this like bare minimum like t-shirt, like no more graphics on the t-shirt, just a t-shirt.
Yeah. Just the tees and the shit like that.
Yeah.
A lot of pro style baseball caps in Entourage. I think that was mainly worn by Turtle.
Yeah.
Definitely. That was always an odd one. That guy. I was like, why is he on the show? What's going on?
It was a decent character to write because he's like I don't remember much of his backstory, but he's just like the one that's tag. He's like kind of a tag along, but he can hold his own.
Pull that up to you a little bit more. Ooh. Oh yeah, snug it up. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Now you can hear my baritone.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. That might have been a fun show to write, I would imagine.
Yeah. Because you get to like all these writers in LA probably get to like live out their fantasy through these scripts.
Yeah, totally.
Which the fantasy that we all believe Hollywood is like.
Yeah.
Thanks to
but
them.
there are some shows though that like you can watch it and you're like, well, I mean, even Entourage to an extent, you're like, yeah, probably Hollywood's probably kind of like this in a way. At least the business dealings, I guess. It's definitely a glitzed up version of that.
Yeah.
But you kind of get a sense of what the business dealings are like. I don't know. I've never lived there, so I'm not a gauge on it. But you could watch shows like House of Cards or whatever, and definitely kind of get the sense of like, oh, and more or less this is kind of how things work, but except they're way less competent in this show. Like I can't imagine.
And I'm sure in Entourage, like in LA, in Hollywood, everyone's that has to meet like a certain looks standard. I feel like if they ever leave, if there's someone that has to leave the office.
Yeah.
But I think they made everyone in that show pretty, so that's also a little, but I don't know. I guess it could be that way out there.
I was always just jealous of how they so easily came into contact with like millions of dollars all the time. Like Turtle just got
supermodels that are
$5
just
million.
cool.
Yeah. Just like, oh, I have $5 million to run my business now. Like, where'd you get that from, man? How did you had lunch with somebody and they just gave you $5 million? I've never seen
pre-recession, man. That's what I'm saying.
Is that? Yeah, that's what it was.
And then it's like, yo, I'm dating this supermodel, dude. She's super cool. It's like, damn. Okay, that was easy, sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking great. Yeah, but back to the Maserati. I'd drive a Maserati. If I had one.
It's understated for the most part, like compared to the other supercars. Like it kind of blends into traffic until you look at it for a few seconds.
Yeah, it looks good. It's classy. I like the lines.
Yeah,
the lines on it, man. It's just a good looking sports car. It's not too fucking I would never want to get one of these in yellow.
Yeah.
I don't understand
the No Pants Podcast, brought to you by the new Maserati Ghibli 2017, starting at $71,000 MSRP.
We don't have enough money to wear pants, but this is brought to you by Maserati.
That's awesome.
I wonder if we should start wearing no pants on this. We should probably keep our pants on.
Yeah, I got shorts. I guess that counts.
I'm wearing tie-dye shorts. You can't see because this is a kitchen extended.
It's an opaque under table.
Which is where I hate hippies, but these shorts are fucking great, man. They're
Thanks,
comfortable. Well, the hippies didn't make the material. They're just to thank for this bullshit pattern on them. But it's pretty cool.
They invented putting rubber bands on twisted up clothing.
Yeah. Ran into some hippies last night at the grocery store. And they're just fucking rude, man. A lot of hippies are rude now. You know?
I think it's different. I think it's probably different wherever you go. I barely ever notice hippies in Austin, and I don't think I have a problem with them because I don't know who's a hippie and who isn't anymore. Or
you can that's true. If you're able to identify them though, typically they're, I don't know, the older hippies, the boomer hippies, typically pretty fucking rude,
like kind of cantankerous.
Yeah, just just a little too snobby, you know.
Yeah, like a little forced peace and love, but if you don't follow along with it, then it's your problem now.
A little bit of Mao Zedong in there, just a little fucking, you know. It's really odd. I don't know who's more sanctimonious sometimes, like old hippies or, curmudgeon like Christian people.
Ooh,
I'm not sure.
Spicy view.
Spicy view.
Spicy views with
Just
Andrew.
throwing out the spicy takes here.
Spicy takes.
That's a salty take right there. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes it's kind of odd. This is something I've thought about lately. Just who's more sanctimonious, like Mike Pence, or I'm trying to think of like a comparison to Mike Pence on the hippie side. Who would be like a hippie?
I don't know. People on Facebook.
You
It's like that's what's crazy. It's like everyone is really subscribed to their worldview. Well, not everyone, but the people that write about it all day on Facebook, and it's like I can't like I had this discussion on another podcast, but I fucking love this discussion.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anyone? I think I've seen this once, and it was kind of just in a funny way. But have you ever seen anyone on Facebook in like those arguments? You can click. You can click. You're basically within reach of an argument within 2 clicks on Facebook.
Sure.
So go to an argument, and did you ever see someone go, touche. I tip my hat to you, and yeah, you're right. I'm gonna delete all my old comments. That's look at how I was a few minutes ago.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah,
there's none of that at all.
Yeah,
that's
always
kind of why I fucking hate it.
Yeah, people want to be right more than they want to like help uncover the truth or like come to a conclusion.
Yeah. He didn't see me. It's okay.
Oh,
you can leave somebody hanging if you don't see them. Like if you legit don't
Andrew
see.
tried to high five his roommate, and
It's okay.
got stiff
It's cool. It's cool. Kyle Adams, everybody. He's leaving. Oh, he's leaving again.
with his dog Bill Davis.
He'll be on the podcast soon. We'll have
Oh
him
yeah,
on.
that'd be easy. You guys could do it in the middle of the
You're
night.
getting oyster? You going to get oysters?
Quality seafood.
Quality oysters.
You guys
How's
live
it-
close to quality seafood. Don't
How's
you?
the tattoo healing?
It's it's what happens when you get an infection.
Okay. So Kyle got a rattlesnake on his arm. This is what's going to happen here on the No Pants podcast because it's taped in my kitchen.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're just going to have to talk to my roommates, and that's what fucking happens, and you're going to have to deal
Wow.
with it. So
Looks cool, man.
looks good. Yeah. Kyle is one of the few people who can get a rattlesnake, and it's not completely horrible. He actually wrestled rattlesnakes in his youth. And
Nice.
It's like a quality rattle. There's
Rattlesnakes.
it's wrapped around a cacti. It looks good, man.
It's a prickly pear.
prickly pear.
I wouldn't get in a fight with you. Be like, you want to fight that guy? He has a rattlesnake on his arm. No, I'm not going to fight him. There you go.
You headbutt first. I'm telling the listeners. Is that what you said? Okay, look out. He headbutts first. He's got the rattlesnake. Clutching a prickly
He
pear.
was giving me some quality headbutting tips the other night. So
Elbows, knees.
headbutt, elbow to the knees, and that's how you take
Elbows.
him down.
in that order.
Godspeed. There you
Ooh,
go.
Damn.
There you go.
He just
This
showed
is shit that makes me wanna. This podcast needs to be videotaped because
Yeah, he just showed off this ridiculous move that probably would have I'd be like in a hole in the ground immediately.
Yeah, I would.
It was like this quick headbutt, knee, elbow thing.
Yeah.
Whoop, pop, shah!
Yeah. There you go.
The 3 points.
Godspeed,
The
Kyle.
3 points.
Yeah, Giles. Oh, he's not leaving yet. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Yeah,
just
about how no one's ever won a Facebook argument.
now? Yeah.
It always becomes, it's like everyone's everyone goes into the argument being like, I'm going to come out of this being right.
Yeah.
And so it's never, I'm going to come out of this being learned about another view.
Sure.
I'm going to come out of this winning and being right.
Yeah.
And then there's
it's really frustrating. There's not a lot of separation now between people's ideas and the people themselves.
Yeah.
So like
it's called an ego.
yeah. And I think it's important to kind of talk to people's ideas sometimes and not necessarily the person, because when you talk to somebody's ideas, then at that point, that's when change can occur and people can evolve their ideas. Who they are as a person is a completely different thing. And so on Facebook, there's not really, and also when you separate the people's ideas from them, you tend to not get mad and treat them like a bad person because somebody's ideas on a subject doesn't reflect on who they are necessarily.
It's something that they're trying on, until proven otherwise.
Like, hey man, whoever you voted for in this election doesn't determine who you are as a person or how good you are as a person.
But I am unfriending you, so
but the problem with Facebook is it's an easy way to kind of fart out words onto a screen.
right, just Just
and
jack off expression. Just
yeah,
expressing yourself for no goddamn reason.
Yeah,
other than to
yeah.
try to alleviate some anger.
Absolutely. And so because that, people kind of use it in a way that's just not the best way to
Disposable conversation.
Yeah, if you want an actual, do something like this, if you want to actually put it on the internet. I guess this is kind of part of the reason why I'm doing this as well, because this is I'm tired of not having enough long form conversation around in my life. And this is a place where I know I can start this and have my friends in. And at some point in the day, I'm going to have a good conversation with somebody, even if it's just a stream of consciousness where you're just going on and you're not staring at a screen for fucking hours on end. And it's just frustrating, man.
I think you said in the first that little 7-minute intro episode, check out episode 001, that
yeah.
you said
the introduction.
Yeah, you said you liked this because it's obvious that you're joking. Now you're not like typing sardonically anymore.
If you can, points don't have to be one dimensional. I mean, you could say something, and it can mean a few different things, and it doesn't have to be this like all positive, all. I think because of social media, you're either a chill posy vibes kind of guy or you're a total neg hater, and there's no in between. I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm an adult. I have layers of thought. It's like the human mind doesn't exist on this like black or white pendulum. So I think it's like really in some ways it's fucking horrible for shit like that. And it's maybe, and this is just, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not an expert, I'm just bullshitting, but maybe that's why you see so many people with like arrested development and stuff as far as like social skills go, because you're not really flexing those muscles enough where you're just talking to people and and maybe I'm completely wrong and full of shit, but I don't know, that's just kind of what I think.
Yeah, sometimes like you'll see someone like in an argument on Facebook, and you're like, oh damn, and then someone goes like, LOL, fuck you, bro, haha, and then it's like, it was a friend argument. But if I didn't read that last post, I would have thought that they're in this like extreme argument.
Yeah,
so it's like, wow, I'm never posting on here again. The only time I ever post on Facebook is to banter on someone else's banter, or to say I got a show this week.
Yeah, that's it. It's good for a few things, man. But it's so weird, too, because when you are promoting stuff that, by the way, promotion, Alex sings for a band called Wonder Bitch.
Thank you.
And they have music coming out pretty soon. We'll talk about that in a minute. But you should know that if you don't already.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even really...
No, we're just diving in,
We started
man.
the episode. It's like, hey, this is Alex. Okay, so...
yeah.
That's good.
I guess maybe I'll just do a little intro before I'll tape one.
Yeah, like
so we'll
Marin style.
Yeah, Marin style. Rogan does that too. It's nice. I think all the good ones. I'm basically just trying to rip off all the good podcasts.
That's fine.
Hopefully one day I'll have a good podcast.
Yeah, you'll find your voice.
Yeah, there you go. But the funny thing about promoting stuff that you're really into is when you actually promote the stuff that you're really about, you get like 4.
Yeah.
Like nobody, it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then you put a cat video up and you have 40, and so it's like, okay, well, you're all friends with me. You can all see that. This is what's important to me as a person. But when I put the meaningless shit up, that's what you want to interact with. Or like, jokes and stuff like that, which is fine. I mean, everybody needs a reason to laugh. But I've always found that the stuff that I give a shit about, nobody really interacts with, that's weird. It's sort of like an inverse, like just a reverse. Everything that's substantial, it just doesn't really matter on Facebook.
It's kind of interesting, like, I feel like Facebook, in a way, kind of programs us to just try to like not fabricate, but to like embellish these like achievements we have, so that people are like, that's the only thing. Like the only time people like this isn't the only time. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but like an example of a time when people will just like the shit out of something is when you say something where it looks like you're supposed to be congratulated for it,
right? And
then everyone's like, oh, I'm supposed to, oh, awesome, but like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, a lot of posturing going on. It's easy for you to branding. Craft your fucking image,
dude. And someone was showing me the other night, this 16-year-old pop starlet with her own Instagram, and she was wearing like 30-year-old woman makeup and just doing like intense expert brand crafting on her shit. And it's like, it doesn't look like she had any help. Like it wasn't like some people like managing her and telling her how to do this.
Yeah,
some people just know really young how to make a fucking brand, and I assume Instagram's part of that. But
my girlfriend watches like makeup tutorial videos, and you're talking about girls with Typically girls, some dudes too. Some dudes have like really insane makeup skills, and so everybody. But like people with these channels, you're talking about makeup tutorial channels with like 500,000 followers, shit like that. And so, if you know how to like kind of find a niche, you're golden, and you just expound on that niche and keep going. That's the
Who knows
crazy
what
part.
I don't know what the money deal's like now for that kind of thing, but you know, you can pivot with that shit or use it as leverage. I'm sure to find some kind of deal.
The monetization with YouTube's a little wonky, I think.
The what is?
The monetization.
Yeah, I don't even know anymore. I tried to monetize stuff right when that came out. I was like super excited. I've never even checked to see if I made anything.
It's on the Texas unclaimed property website.
Yeah, did I tell you about that?
Yeah. No, I think somebody once a year will be like, you could check for this. And like, I always go and check. There's another Andrew Dalton that lives in like Amarillo, and somebody owes him $20. I guess.
I actually found when I found out about that, I found a few friends some money on there. I just was like, I looked at my sidebar on Facebook. I was just plugging in all my friends' names.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, did you live here at this time? Because there's like $100. And they're like, yeah, whoa. So
send me that money.
Yeah.
That's
I think it takes a while, but it's how you always use an extra $100.
Responsible people would put that money in their savings account. I would probably just go buy drinks with that because it's like, oh, I didn't have that money before, and now
exactly.
I do.
It's a surplus. It's
That's
profit.
probably I should probably nix that habit. It's a bad money habit.
Yeah, if I have money in my wallet, I usually go without money in my wallet because if I do, I'm going to go to a show that I probably not really interested in the type of music.
Yeah,
which is good. It's healthy for me, but I will go there and I will keep buying drinks, and then I will have no money in my wallet.
Right.
And then my tips will be very meaty.
Meaty.
Yeah, and which so this is a very positive thing because I'm being generous and learning about new music. But that's what happens when there's money in my wallet. So I got to be careful when there's money in my wallet.
I put it all in the bank. Tips.
That's good.
Everything, any kind of cash, because I have to track it through those like spending apps. Break into a pie chart, stuff like that. You know?
That's cool. That's awesome. That's responsible.
I just I should have done that 10 years ago, but I'm doing it now. So fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them all.
Fuck them all. I'll start. I guess my 20s were just like, I'm just, do whatever. Now I'm like, well, I actually have to pay attention to stuff now.
Yeah.
So that's good. We were also on a font website here earlier.
And Maserati.
We were talking about fonts. We had a solid 5-minute conversation about fonts before we even started recording that none of you heard, and it was pretty substantial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, we talked about the Millennial Solstice font.
I don't.
That's it's like this Pinterest looking cursive that you're supposed to like put in white on top of photos of food.
Yeah. I don't. Man, just the phrase millennial solstice makes me want to punch a kitten. That just is horrible. What's with millennials being all pagan and shit now? That's the thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, at least definitely in Austin and a couple other places I've lived.
Yeah, it's a deal.
You mean
I'm
whole,
actually
you talking like the tarot stuff and all that? Yeah.
Case in point, I'm technically a millennial and I'm wearing a fire sign necklace. So this doesn't even include. I'm not shitting on other people. It's like me included. Like,
yeah.
It's kind of a deal,
I don't know. I guess it's probably a rejection of the really annoying religions, and then there's kind of a hole left there.
There's a lot of people there where it's like, I reject Christianity. It's very archaic and petty. However, check out these magic crystals I got next door to Hobby Lobby.
Discovered by the people that had actually invented Christmas, Easter, and Halloween.
Yeah. So I have check out my magic crystals are a thing, man.
Yeah.
They're
I was curious about that stuff for like the year I moved to Austin when I was starting to get a big rush of that from people. I was into that.
Yeah.
Then I was like, what if I lived my life and just forgot about the crystals?
Yeah.
And like, what if everything was just fine?
Yeah,
It was just fine.
Yeah. There you go. It'd be definitely okay.
Yeah.
To forget about the crystals. I don't know. I think people
They're
just,
cool looking. Yeah,
they are
neat.
cool.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will try to say they possess certain energies.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how scientific is that?
I don't know. And you know what? Maybe they do. I just don't want to. I don't want to worry about. That's something I don't want to worry about.
I
buying.
don't need to ever think about the energy level of a crystal.
Yeah.
And
even if there was, it's probably you're probably better off like doing like self therapy or something. Like doing something a little more deep than having a crystal by your bed.
Yeah, salt lamps are a thing too.
Those look cool too. You can lick them too.
Salt lake, I have one. Yeah. They're pretty great.
Nice.
There's actually a little bit of science behind salt heating up and like releasing ions into into a whatever room it's in. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, remember those like sharper image, like Ionic, like air fresheners?
Yeah,
those
it's
those
basically
actually,
the same
I
thing.
felt like they did when you like smelled the air around those. It was like
Yeah.
super like science-y smelling.
Oh, this
It was
is
good.
this is crisp.
Yeah, crispy air. So yeah, I can't. I'm not a disbeliever in anything really.
How to
Go
make
for
your
it, y'all.
how to make your room feel like Colorado.
Yeah,
You just feel better in Colorado.
true.
Like you just get up into the mountains in Colorado. Like even you can go. I mean, you could buy a lot of weed, legal weed. Thanks, I'm not being a deviant. But you could go buy a lot of weed in Colorado, get one of those little pins, smoke it on a mountain, and you're just like, I don't feel like sitting down and eating Doritos at all. I just want to like climb more mountains.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking weird.
One downside of Colorado is I went to a family reunion out there, and the weed thing was great. The problem is that the hotel was run by chill Colorado people.
Yeah.
So just nothing got done in the hotel. So it
Yeah.
was just like, I love how chill it is here, but this is not like
This is a
hotel-y.
problem.
Like this is not like I'm not like I feel like there's like
Nobody's-
obstacles to having this go smoothly.
Ooh. Was this early on in the recreational legalization?
No, it was
or-
like last year.
Okay, yeah.
But we did buy some Snoop Dogg weed candies.
You gotta find the hotels with the productive stoners.
Yeah, exactly.
They should only hire productive
only
stoners.
sativa.
They don't drug test in Colorado. They're just like productive stoners only. Thank you.
Sativa? Yeah, they test for indica.
Yeah, they get you high and then make you clean a room. Like there's like how
Yeah, I'm
good are
great
you?
at cleaning stoned. I
Oh
don't,
my god. Oh
Because
yes.
you notice every dirty thing.
Well, because you basically are like, well, these are all the vulnerabilities in my life.
Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit. I should clean this room up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because your ego's completely gone. So you're like, well, my ego is gone. There's nothing securing me from the infinite nature of the universe. I should probably at least have my room clean. And so you just clean shit. It's great, man. That's the upside. There's a lot of upsides.
But then
to
you're
weed,
like,
folk.
oh wait, I need to go buy light bulbs, and you're like, ugh, I don't want to go to
wanna
Walmart.
Yeah, you don't want to go out in
All right,
public.
well, I'm
gonna
gonna
wait.
watch Mystery Science.
I'm gonna
Theater
wait for
and
a
chill.
few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of upsides.
Yeah.
A lot of upsides that I'll let people talk about in Texas. It's really weird.
Super weird.
It's okay. It's a devil's lettuce. It's still the devil's lettuce.
It's the devil's chard. Devil's
chard?
Swiss chard.
It's more like an herb. It definitely looks more like an
Yeah,
herb.
it smells herby.
Herbish. I remember the first time I like smelled actual like nugs.
Yeah.
I was taken aback.
It's interesting.
It was
Yeah, it's definitely not a normal. It's definitely like an out there smell.
Christmas in a bag. It was pretty great. Yeah. Do you Reddit a lot?
I used to be addicted to Reddit. Something happened one day. Maybe it was like a spiritual experience or something. But all of a sudden, I don't have to go on Reddit, and it's cool.
Yeah.
But I do go on there every now and then because there's some people are fucking funny on here.
I just switched the screen to Reddit
Yeah.
in case you're wondering why.
Yeah, why did we bring that up?
Why I made such a quick pivot. But I kind of like it because I feel like it's my link to the internet in a way. If you curate your front page
Oh
correctly.
yeah, that's what it's all about.
Because if not, it's just basically your front page is a bunch of shit posted by 14-year-olds, and that's not.
Yeah,
okay.
that's kind of what happened. Reddit, you kind of got like mainstream Reddit got kind of taken over by children, which is fun. You know, there's some funny ass kids.
Yeah.
But it's like,
And they're also kids.
and there's like a million subreddits now, so you can really make your own internet.
It was definitely legitimately more interesting back in the day.
Yeah.
It's
When
kind
it
of
when it
off.
shifted over from Dig, and the only people that remember Dig, did you were part of that?
Yeah.
So Dig was
I never got on the dig train.
I was just barely on it, and then it ended or sold out or whatever. You know, it got really bad one morning. It was just terrible. All of a sudden, they changed everything. So
Right.
everyone started jumping over to Reddit, but only the people that could understand. Like the front page looked really weird at
Yeah.
first. Like it still does, but we're used to it now. But it's just all text. Like
Yeah.
like there used to not be ads and shit.
Yeah.
So it's just all text and like these comments and like you can't tell who anyone is.
Hmm.
And there's only the smart people kind of jumped over, or the people that are like, oh, I see.
There
Like
you go.
dummies are gonna stay out of this.
There's gonna come a point where I'm not gonna want to make the jump anymore, and where I'm just gonna, or I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
stick with what I know. But what I know is not gonna be as good, and I'm gonna get left behind. I
Yeah.
don't know when that day is gonna be.
Well, we play rock music, so there's
Yeah, we do. Oh, we gotta stay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I just picked that up. I'm
okay.
highly caffeinated, and that still took me about
hey,
5
there's still
seconds to
jazz.
pick
There's
up.
still jazz going on. We'll be all right.
You play pretty synthy rock though. It's pretty
Yeah.
adaptable to modern times. I'm in a straight up fuzz rock band. So
True, but you guys are really good. So
Oh, thanks.
yeah, it's like That's kind of the thing now. You have to become really good, which is kind of nice because
Yeah.
the only way anyone's gonna come see your shit is if you're a spectacle. And and one of the ways of being a spectacle is being fucking the best at that shit.
Well,
And
also
y'all
if you're
are
just
good.
really into it, you'll
Yeah.
just want to get like I don't
creates-
have any interest in sucking. Like I never
Right.
I've left bands before because I'm like this band sucks. And I just don't want to be in it anymore, So it's like if you just are I think if you really nerd out on it, you have an inherent interest in just being good at it.
Yeah.
I don't think you can be really like if you're really into coin collecting. It's not like you're like I really love coin collecting. I want to suck.
You
at
want to
coin
suck
collecting.
it quickly. I don't have
just
the
wanna-
internet.
Yeah, I want to throw these coins into a bucket and just like cling them around, get dents in them and shit.
Lose them constantly.
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, because like you want to emulate. I wonder if there's like a master coin collector that the coin collectors like look up to. And just like fucking
I bet. Just go on the forum.
yeah,
And they have quotes by this guy in their signatures.
yeah. But like with music, yeah, it's a thing where if you're just really, I think you eventually get to a point where your community of musicians that you interact with are all musicians that have just done it for a little bit, and you just kind of get good at it naturally if you just do it a lot. I find times where I can't help but like pick up my bass guitar and play it, and that happens a lot.
Yeah.
And so it's
Think
like
how many years that's been happening.
yeah, how many times a day do you just want to fuck around on your synth?
Right.
And so it's just a thing. I think it just kind of happens naturally.
Yeah, it's your area of interest. You get old and then you're good
Yeah,
at it.
all of a sudden your band becomes like a mega sword where everybody's putting to get the tiger piece comes down at the end, and
You
of
talking
course,
about the Megazord?
the Power Ranger. Eventually you just want your band to be a Megazord.
Right.
You want your band to be like
Without addiction problems.
yeah, or without the weird Blue Ranger. Like that guy kind of.
Oh, Billy? He was my favorite when I was a kid.
Did he?
Because he was the
freaked me
nerdy
out.
one and I was the nerdy one. So
I like the Black Ranger.
yeah.
I was a Black Ranger guy. Everybody wanted to be Tommy or Jason, but I think they had their obvious drawbacks. I feel like Black Ranger, Zach was his name.
Zach, and then he went on to be in Nickelodeon Space Cases. If
Really?
anyone remembers that, you're as old as me.
There you go.
And nerdy.
And me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Space Cases. Ew.
It
I
was
felt
basically like kids Star Trek.
I felt like Zach was a good mix of all the characteristics. You know, he was smart enough. He was he had the alpha thing, but it wasn't too. Tommy and
wasn't
Jason's
Tommy,
like
yeah.
you're fucking assholes, man.
Yeah.
Jocks on the football team. I didn't have any interest in being Tommy or Jason, but I did like Jason's sword, like his Power Ranger sword. That shit was badass.
And then Tommy had, I don't know how the kids, like, what they were thinking, but Tommy just had extra armor. So they knew that the kids were going to like that one.
Yeah.
Like, he had the gold shoulder gauntlet things.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, well, he's the cool one, clearly, because he has extra shit.
He's got extra shit. He started off as the green and then like more like evolved into the white.
Yeah, remember he used to
Ranger?
like play his sword, his little dagger, and it was a flute.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that would
yeah.
make the Dragon Zord. Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
happened. There was some storyline where he had to become white. I wonder if it was like some kind of weird contract dispute.
That was a cool ass show, man.
Yeah.
Like you think about it as an adult, you're
Yeah.
like, holy shit, that was a fucking badass.
Did you know that they felt like half that show was a Japanese show, and they just stuck?
Yeah.
They just stuck the
I
high
always
school
I always
scenes.
wondered. I didn't
Yeah.
know at the time, but I was like, why does it look like a Godzilla movie right now?
It's genius though. It's like they're like, okay, there's the show in Japan where they're wearing fucking masks the whole time.
Yeah.
Let's just make a high school segment
Yeah.
and then just plug that shit in. Kids
Yeah,
love it
yeah.
over there.
They were way too old looking for junior. Like,
Yeah.
like they were
Yeah.
clearly 17, 18 years old, but they're like, we're in junior high. I'm like, no, you're not, man.
Amy
Like,
Jo Johnson, you're fucking full of
Yo,
shit.
yeah, Amy. Hey, Pink Ranger, you have fully grown tits. You're not. You're not in 7th grade. Like you're taller than I am. Like there's no. Well, I guess girls in junior high are definitely taller than you. I remember for a solid year just wanting one of those dagger guns.
Yeah.
The guns that they had, they never used them enough either. I
Maybe
really,
they cut it out of the American show.
yeah, I really wanted the actual gun original. Oh, okay, why?
What?
Why does that know
Oh,
that
it
it's
knows you're looking for Power Rangers?
how?
Oh my god.
How? Okay, it's 5th down from the list.
That's crazy.
It could be original anything. I just
So he typed in original, and YouTube says, "Do you mean original song, original It trailer, original Sin, original something, and original Power Rangers?"
come on,
like, it was
man.
just listening.
That's bullshit. God. And it tries to hide it 5 down.
You know, it's probably coming in through your phone and you're sitting on the table, and then sending it straight to your Google. Like,
Yeah.
ugh, freaky.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. 9 iconic moments.
On Entertainment Tonight.
Entertainment Tonight. My grandma made me. My granny made my brother and I.
There's the flute.
She just made my little brother some like a actual full size Power Ranger suit.
Okay.
Yeah,
How old
like
is he?
he was like
Was he?
8.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
he was
that's
like
awesome.
8, and he got a full size suit. She made him a little morphin tag thing, a little belt
Like
buckle.
the morphin.
Yeah, like
what are
crafted
those
the
called?
shit out of it. man.
Power morphers. that's what
Yeah,
they're called.
he had a full suit. He went around karate kicking my ass. All
So
the
we're
time.
literally watching a clip from Entertainment Tonight, and it's like a girl like our age announcing her like 9 favorite moments from Power Rangers.
That's odd.
There's
Ooh,
Zach.
look at that
That
fucking
fade.
Zach
He's got
cut.
that high fade.
All of the colors were definitely correlating to their race because the
Yeah.
Asian one was yellow. That was you couldn't do that shit.
They
now.
changed that. No, they changed it up a few
Did they?
iterations later.
Yeah. Pink Ranger was the girl. That's gender appropriation.
Yeah.
Or is that gender appropriation? That wouldn't be. I don't know. Is that a thing?
Commenters, let us know.
Is it-
Let us know how awful we are.
Let us know how un-PC.
We're working on it slowly.
So,
We're waiting to see what actually matters and then working on it.
oh shit. There's 9. I can't think of 9 moments. Oh, he had the.
Tommy.
So he killed somebody, right? Didn't he like end up? He's in jail for murder.
Oh no, I think he got assaulted or something.
I'm pretty sure.
I forget.
I'm pretty sure the Green Ranger killed somebody.
Okay,
Like he actually killed somebody.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
And
it's
awful.
pretty great.
Then at some point Jason became Rocky. Anyway,
Yeah. At some point, Jason became Rocky.
yeah, no, that was the name of the new Red Ranger.
Yeah, I don't understand
How
that.
long?
It's
How,
not-
how long have we been gabbing here?
We got about 47 minutes.
Sweet. All right, perfect.
Yeah. It goes by
Oh,
quickly.
Emperor Zed. That guy was pretty scary looking. He was just a muscle surrounded by like a Bane suit.
I don't trust that guy at all.
No.
Definitely don't trust that guy. Did we just compare music to? I just compared music to a Megazord.
Yeah, that's where we got
It
off
makes
on this.
sense, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, look, you want to have a band that just sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
If you do it for long enough, and hopefully at some point you could all wear Power Ranger helmets on stage.
And some do.
I've always.
Daft Punk, they knew that very early on.
How do they sing through those helmets? Man?
They probably don't sing or play.
They don't. They don't, do they?
Dude,
They
I
just
realized the other
produce.
day, I was listening to a song on my Discover Weekly, and it was the song. It was like a 70s or an 80s song,
Yeah.
and it was basically Robot Rock by Daft Punk, but it was like they took an entire verse and just made that their song, just looped.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I thought they were like more original than that. I don't know.
Daft Punk.
They're still cool. I definitely like their music, but yeah, they literally just their song Robot Rock is like some old funk song, and they just copied like the instrumental of the verse or the intro and just looped it, just like people do today. And
Yeah.
I thought it was like a little more like organic than that, but
Well, they've put out so much organic material that give them a
true.
pass. We can
Yeah,
give
yeah,
them a
that's
pass
exactly.
for-
I do give them a pass, but damn, I was kind of disillusioned by that song.
Yeah. They're kind of geniuses, man. Daft Punk. Dress up as
They're
robots.
super French.
I don't know what they look like. Do you know what they look like as people?
I think I've seen them before. I don't know. Maybe they probably look like the guys in who are they friends with? Oh, the guys in Phoenix. They like
There
they
you
like
go.
they were used to like hang out.
Never fucking liked Phoenix, man.
Hmm.
Never got into Phoenix. Listomania. Nah, go fuck yourself. I don't like it.
I like them. I like them enough to be like, oh, all right.
That song was
when it
yeah,
comes on.
first 5 times I heard it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that got old really quick. But I think the way to do it, man, is to wear masks.
Mm-hmm.
Ghosts, I don't know who any of the people in Ghost look like. Like nobody knows who they are.
What do they wear? I know I've seen them before. I just
Ghost
don't remember.
just wears they just wear like basically they're like an old like a Catholic style.
Yeah.
Like the singer is Papa. He's like an old pope. And
you just looked up Ghost Rider. On
I
accident.
don't want to look up Ghost Rider.
Ugh.
So no,
Nicolas
Papa
Cage.
is the actual.
Oh fuck yeah!
So the singer is
play
this
here a
like
lot,
evil
don't they?
pope. They play in San Antonio, and I saw them 2 years ago in San Antonio. And so the 5 band members are just wearing these ghoulish like gargoyle masks, and the singer just is like an evil pope, man.
Yeah, that's probably why they wear masks
And-
because look, it even says undergone 10 lineup changes. He must be an
Yeah,
ass, dude.
yeah. Well, the band itself will interchange. He actually is the band,
I gotcha.
and he records all the music himself with a producer. And
It's kind of like a 9 Inch Nails sort of thing.
yeah, those band members are signed on contractually as consultants. And so he pays them a rate as consultants, which is fucking crazy. But I mean, they agreed to it. I mean, they signed the contract. Apparently, the newest lineup of this band, they were suing him for a shit ton of money,
damn.
but also still like touring at the same time.
Oh gosh,
That's weird.
that's
I don't.
super weird.
I can't imagine being at a level where you're suing the singer and also going out and playing. I would just
Well,
hate.
it might be a thing where it's like kind of like a really subtle disagreement, and you just want your lawyers to figure it out while you get back to work. You know,
Yeah.
which I assume that would be kind of weird, intense, but I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those things. Like I don't know. We'll have the lawyers figure it out. We can't agree. We want to agree, but we can't. We'll have the lawyers figure it out. We'll get on the road, and whoever owes who money, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a lot of money being thrown around, though. I guess it
Is it really?
justifies. Yeah, sure. I mean, they are pretty much sell out worldwide. I mean, they're pretty big worldwide. But it's a great show, man. That's one of the like that show is one of the last shows I've been to, or one of the few shows I've ever been to, where I felt like I was watching, like I got the same feeling that one might have. Felt from watching like a Kiss in the late 70s or
Nice.
something like that. Whereas it was a complete production, and there's great productions now, but they're not put on by like rock and roll bands, much less like an actual actual metal band. So I felt like I was seeing Maiden or somebody in their prime.
Nice.
I feel like an asshole when I just say Maiden.
Maiden.
Fucking saw Maiden. I was just It's Iron Maiden. That's their name.
Dio.
I'm not, yeah. Just gotta,
Maiden.
yeah.
That's groovy, man.
So yeah, they had he changes his outfit halfway through the set. So like they'll do a little interlude instrumentally, and he'll go backstage and come back as
an angel.
no, it's like this kind of like evil, this kind of opera singer. So he'll
tight.
come back with that.
Kind of a muse kind of thing.
That picture's really small. I hate when you're looking up pictures on Google and it's just like, here's a thumbnail. It's like I can't see.
Yeah,
that.
they should just default
There you go.
large images.
So he'll come back in
Okay.
that outfit, which is sort of like this.
That's like
opera,
anime.
Yeah, this like opera singer, which I don't know why he just doesn't use that the whole time. That's
it's-
just looks very, very comfortable, much
Yeah.
more flexible. I would hate wearing a Pope hat and having to sing.
Yeah.
You know, he could sing really well though, man. It's pretty great. It's just great. I don't know. They don't use amps on stage. They use those Axe Effect systems.
Yeah, my brother's got that. He loves it.
Yeah, and so they take the cabinet out of the equation,
Yeah.
and it's just instruments straight into these processors and then straight out. And it's like, man, if I was a band that size, I would do that shit too. Jimmy Eat World uses that.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess if you're cutting costs and you know the audience isn't going to notice or
Yeah.
the audience doesn't mind, then it's like go for it, I suppose.
Yeah. Jimmy Eat World uses that where it's like, but they apparently they're saying they free up a lot of room on their truck for production stuff like lighting and whatnot.
You don't have
So
the big crates and shit.
yeah, they don't have all the, because like when you're that level, you're carrying around everything in road cases, so everything is like twice as big as it actually is, and so you're saving weight and money and space, and then you can buy a shit ton of lights, which is actually kind of smart, given people's like horrible attention spans now.
That's interesting.
You know, so just shine lights at them, and I don't know. I wish there was a way to set up something on stage where you shine it and it renders people's phones inoperable. Like they can't, but it's also counterintuitive because you kind of want people to take
You want people to promote it.
at a certain point.
But like Chappelle doesn't need that. That's why we, at the Chappelle show last couple months ago, he had everyone lock up their phones in these bags.
Yeah,
And because, he doesn't want his new material getting out and he doesn't need the promotion.
Yeah.
He's doing just fine. So
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
at a certain level, you can make that call.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is weird, though.
yeah. It's a weird deal. I went to Ari Shafir's comedy special. That was in November, and he does the same thing. He did the same thing. It was at the Laugh Stop, or not the Laugh Stop, Cap City, where you lock it in a bag. And I was like, cool, yeah, great. I was like gladly wanted a break from looking at my shit, because if it's not locked in I'm gonna want to check it at some point.
Oh yeah. It's refreshing.
It was great, and you could feel yourself at a certain point be like, oh, I need to.
It's like I need a cigarette. Like,
yeah, and you're like, oh, I'm being restrained from this device right now.
Yeah.
But on the inside, my soul was like, yeah,
yeah. It's like,
and so it was really great. But I don't know. I guess at a certain point you'd want that. At a certain point, you want people to actually spread your shit around.
yeah. Oh, speaking of that, can we plug my shit?
Yeah, let's
right.
plug your shit.
Cool. Hey, everybody. Alex here from Wonder Bitch. I'm producing a new tape, Sexy Co-eds Getting Naked on the Beat. Oh, no, we're... That's my product. No, we're my band Wonder Bitch is making an album right now, and I feel like the people listening to this are like going to be mutual friends of ours for the most part.
Sure.
So I want them to know this. But we're making a record right now. We're finishing it up right now, and we're gonna start pumping stuff out soon. It's like a concept yacht rock record.
How many white pants did you all wear?
No, we're taking it a new way. It's not like I don't know.
So you're separating the white pants from yacht rock.
I do like white pants. Yeah, no, it's more of a blue jeans yacht rock at this point.
There you go.
But very heavily vibed up in like this kind of interesting, like ironic luxury thing.
There you
I don't
go.
know how to. Man, I guess it's hard to plug it because I just would rather people hear it.
We need visual references.
Yeah, or see it and then just hear it. Like most people get it when they hear like two songs. They're like, oh, sweet. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
So maybe plug was a bad idea, but
We can
keep an ear out, y'all.
We'll edit that out, or maybe not. We'll just keep that in there.
No, I don't mind. Yeah.
Let's keep Alex's like crippled promotion in there.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going.
But I'm learning. This helps me learn how to promote the thing.
Yeah, there you
because
go.
I don't want to be an asshole, but I want you to know about it.
You should switch to a different voice, like "Hello, everyone. Alex Chod here, 1922 World Series. We're gonna go ahead and promote
Well,
Wonder Bitch."
I was considering just coming on this podcast as sort of a sardonic, sort of angry English person.
Yeah,
'Cause that's sort of what I am on the inside.
Yeah. That's some Daniel Radcliffe shit.
Is
man.
it?
Yeah. That's absolutely Daniel Radcliffe. My see, it's early in the day, so my British is fucking a little
It's
weird.
not bad.
It's not bad. Yeah, actually, yours is like Sheffield. It's like Sheffield's like Arctic
that an
Monkeys.
area?
Yeah. Oh, that's absolutely. It's Alex Turner from the Arctic Monkey. You ever hear?
Oh yeah.
He's
Sort of
like,
Scouse.
we're the Arctic Monkeys from Sheffield, England. You're
Sheffield,
like,
England.
holy shit! I wish I had your voice.
Right. And then he
Like-
sings in that voice too, which is probably sorts of that goes back to that old punk thing where people trying to stop sound, and American was like, well, let's be fucking English as we are, innit?
Yeah. That's fucking great. I want an English accent.
You got,
so
dude.
bad.
The one you just did was good.
I see you. Well, yeah, I don't use it a lot. All right, so it's
That
like,
was great.
I don't use it a lot. You switch back and forth.
That's
but
sort of
like-
a hobby in Wonder Bitches. We just sort of talk in accents to each other all day to just sort of spice up the day.
Yeah.
We switch to Australian sometimes, but it's not always a neat and tidy switch. But we get it done and we have fun and we hang out like the chill cunts we are. And
it's sure cunt. Yeah, they use cunt liberally
great.
in that language.
Yeah.
It's great, or in that accent.
Yeah,
New
the
Zealand.
way Americans used to use faggot.
Because New Zealand is like a little
Can't do that anymore.
raspier. New Zealand's like but it's like Australian, but it's like a little raspy.
It's a bit thinner. It's like
Yeah.
it's a little more like precise, and it's not. Yeah, I lost it.
My
But
only reference for New Zealand is
is
Bear
Flight of the
Grylls.
Concords. Oh, I was just saying, Flight of the Concords. That's a really good way to learn New Zealand.
Bear Grylls or Flight of the Concords. Yeah.
Like,
It's business time.
How are we going to get a following if we don't play any gigs? Well, to book you a gig, you got to have a following. Yeah, but we can't have a following if we never play any gigs.
I need 5 years experience at this entry level job.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I would. Yeah, British accents, Russian. I wish I could do. I kind of do Russian.
Yes, we've actually made the sketch. Before.
We've made a sketch video.
Now way more relevant than before.
Yes, it was for a show that it was
Winter's
like
Ball.
It was a winter ball by one of my old bands, the Waterplanes. I'm still in that band. I don't know why I said my old band, but
It's like your old flame, like your
It's
old
flame.
wife, and you have new wife too.
it's my old wife I keep at home
Yeah.
for missionary sex every 2 months. No. But yeah, we filmed that little promo video. The thing is like it was only attached to that promo video, so it's not something you
Yeah.
kind of like just like flash around. We need to do.
It was a prototype.
We should do more Vlasic cooking videos, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you talked about it once you moved in here to do some more shit, and I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm making sketches now too. Keep an eye out for some videos under the name of Bobby's Video Zone.
Bobby's Video
Yeah, I
Zone?
can't wait to show you the graphic for this thing that I made.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm working with Shark Rider, Flavor Aid, those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So John Aldridge from those bands, and my other buddy Dylan. I came to them looking for sketch ideas, and they had like 15 already written out because
Sure.
they've been wanting to do this. And I'm like, I can edit and film shit and help you write. And they were like, oh, cool. How about next week? And we started making shit.
Yeah. Well, that's
So,
the way to do it.
Yeah.
Is
Just fucking
this
do
shit.
it.
You start doing it, man.
Exactly.
And build it along the way. And that's the beautiful part about it, man. Also, your podcast. You're starting a podcast.
Yeah, I'm
The
starting
Ordinary Life.
The Ordinary Life. It's my buddy's. It's really my buddy's brainchild, but I'm kind of the foil. I'm kind of the. So I can keep things light.
You're
He's
the
very
color
doom
guy.
and gloom, and I'm very like lighthearted, impish
Okay.
and whimsical.
Yeah, there you go.
And we both have kind of similar interests, and we're making a podcast about. We're still workshopping a little bit, but I think it's going to be about interviewing people that have extremely unique lives and kind of have like a philosophical takeaway.
There you go.
To like what's their view on life, like astronauts, like. We were trying to get like Jordan Belfort on the show because he's got the other guy Trevor has like a loose connection to that guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Just people with really singular kind of lives.
You should absolutely, if you start with Jordan Belfort or you get him on the show, you
Yeah.
should definitely just act like he dated Margot Robbie.
Yeah, he was Leonardo.
Every
DiCaprio.
other,
What
every
was it
other
like being in
question.
Titanic?
So yeah. Also, what was it like being in Margot Robbie? How was that? And he's like, I didn't actually date Margot Robbie. You're like, just totally ignore that. Just be like, oh, okay, so Margot Robbie. Anyway, what does she smell like again? And just
He's like, the woman I dated that Margot Robbie was based on could not touch Margot Robbie with a 10-foot pole. Let me just tell you.
Yeah. Actually, well, that's great, man. So podcast,
Yep.
music, it's kinda like what I'm doing.
Sketches.
Sketches. Can I act in some of your sketches?
Yeah.
I wanna
Actually,
act.
oh no, the next one we're working on is only a 2-person sketch. But as soon as there's like a 3-person sketch that involves another male, like you're
Yeah.
in because I hate acting. I'm
Cool.
I always like look at the camera and stupid shit.
Well, we need to do some brainstorming. I like brainstorming sessions. Those
Yeah.
are great. But just thinking of random shit. We still want to do the idea we're talking about. Like you're in a time machine. Some guy comes back, but it's in the colonial times, and he walks up to the table. He's like, "I've heard about this show." Anyway, I'm not going to finish that idea because I don't want people to steal it. Also, it's not a completely fleshed
Okay,
out idea.
tell me it
so
after. I'm
we're
trying to
gonna
remember.
abort this.
Is this
right
something
now.
you told me about at one point?
I think
Okay.
so. I think so. Don't steal that
I won't-
idea,
I
people.
won't. All right,
If-
okay.
no, not
I
you.
might- I
You
might.
could steal
I
it.
might steal it.
But I don't give a shit. Well, cool, man. Thanks for stopping by. Tell
dude.
people where they can hear Wonder Bitch's music.
Just going over to wonderbitch.com, the most lucky URL find we could ever hope for. Yeah, wonderbitch.com. And Bobby's Video Zone will be on YouTube soon.
Bobby's World. Bobby's Videos.
No, we were getting dangerously close to Bobby's World with the name, but we decided for Zone because it was more.
Keep it in the zone. Wonder Bitch is also the luckiest band name you could find because that's just a great. Like anytime I hear that name,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I fucking wish I.
It's it's the secret is it's basically a reimagined Supertramp, the name.
Yeah.
But
It sounds like a female supergroup, like a superhero group.
yeah, that's another reason we've been lucky is no one's really gotten mad at us yet.
Yeah.
We don't mean it in that way. So
The Wonder Bitches.
We meant it in a very nonsensical, Bowie kind of glam way.
There you go.
But and no one got mad yet, so that's nice. In this era, we're
There you go. So
Walking the tightrope.
wonderbitch.com, is that it?
yes, sir.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. And all right, guys. We'll see you soon.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah. It was,
Cheers,
it was
cunt.
all right. We'll see you. Catch you on the flippy flop. Yeah.
Yeah, cheers, cunt.
Hey,
You're a bunch of
cheers.
chill cunts.
Hey,
Thanks for
fucking
listening,
cunt.
mate. All right.
Hey, yeah. All right. Yeah.
Where's the fire? Point it out, just try. Big surprise pitch black and sweet. Virus in my life. Let yourself back in the promenade. Eat alive with lovers tonight. Got it made, got it all. You're a miracle child. Subway, you fell off and hit the wall. Oh no, on a miracle drive. When you get it wrong, you wake up in a puddle, tight and so long that you can't remember quite how to drive. Ooh, you'll survive, but when you'll arrive, when I'll tell you when you get it wrong, you wake up in a puddle, tight and so long that you can't remember quite how to drive. Ooh, you'll survive, but you're never alive because you want control, and that shit takes its toll on your soul. There's a light in your mind. Got it made, got it all. You're a miracle child. Subway, you fell off and hit the wall. Oh no, on a miracle drive. Got it made, got it all. You're a miracle child. Subway, you fell off and hit the wall. Oh no, on a miracle
Hey, everybody. Thanks again for listening to the No Pants Podcast. If you are not listening to this on YouTube, go ahead and head over, give us a like, a follow, all that good stuff. Also find us on Facebook, Instagram, the Twitter. We are on the Twitters and SoundCloud. Give us a follow, give us a like, say hi, all that good stuff, and we'll keep the train going. Got a couple more this week, and we'll have those episodes up as soon as we can. But as always, you guys take care, and see you later. Bye.